Assalamu alaikum friends. Today I'm coming again with another video of twin needles, and I'm here again with twin needles, and I will show you slowly with full details. And these are the twin needles. This comes as a set, and lots of times when you will buy these, you will find it comes with these sets. And if you want to buy as in bulk, then you can find these works on this machine too, but only difference you will find with these is that the needle with 4 mm width is slightly larger, little bit larger than 3 mm and 2 mm needles. It's very hard to find on a video like this, but you will see there's a tiny difference in length, little bit longer. But when you buy these needles and these, when it comes with this one, even this 4 mm needle is slightly shorter than this. This one has 4 mm and 3 mm needles, and this one has only 3 sizes. I found out, like, when I try it on my computerized machine, only this one, the longer one, works on that one. With the smaller ones, I get skipped stitches. So when I use it on my computerized machines, I use these, and when I'm doing other machines like these ones works too. So let me show you how it goes and how to thread it, and properly I will show slowly so that you can understand. And these are the threads. I told that in the last video that whenever you're using the thread, try to use the same thickness and same one, because lots of times some of the threads are weaker than the other one. Like this one is little bit weak than these ones. So whenever I try this one in my serger, it works very nicely, but this one breaks in the middle and it keeps breaking while I'm trying to stitch. But with the sewing machine, you can use both. This one works very nicely with these, and even these ones. So I have a lot of these to use it on my serger, so I use it on my sewing machine too. So, and these are the feet which you can use with the twin needle. This one comes as a set, but this one has a different purpose. If you want to do a regular stitching, try these. And this has a tape on it. I have put a tape on it, so whenever I stitch on the stretchy fabric like lycra or jersey fabric, I use this one which I have put tape on it, which works very nicely, and I do not get skipped stitches on this one. You can see I have put tape, and these ones has 2 holes for the needle, for the twin needle. Okay, let me show you how to thread it properly. I usually use the stand for my stitching. Whenever I'm using these kind of spools, I put it over here, and then I use it, then I thread the machine. But if you have these, you can even use on the machine too, which you can see this one, this usually comes with the machine. When you will buy the machine, it will have this one already, and you can just stand on this one on top and pull it out. This one thread can go over here and other thread can go over here. There are two ways you can thread the machine. Either you can use these or these. So if you are using a stand, you can just put it over here, and the way I did last time, you can just pull it out separately over here, and then you can use it. Today I will show you how to do it with the sewing machine stand. If you can see it clearly, I'm going to change the needle, and this is the single needle, and these come with the machine to change the needle or open these. But I have this coin which comes very handy and very comfortable to use. So I'm going to open it first. Put the lever down so that you can have enough space to change it. This one is flat, and when you roll it, it's all circle. So this flat back needs to go back. You flip it like that, and then you put it in. Slightly let it go up. You can see here, you can see the needle, this moving piece. When you can see it here, there's a stop there. You stop and make it tight again. It's very tight and nicely done. Now we will thread the machine. But before I show you the threading, this is the feet. I'm going to change it with this one. And this one which comes with the twin needles, this has different purpose, I said, right? So you can see the cords, these fits perfectly in there. When you're stitching and making some design with the cords, you can easily put it in there and stitch on top. So this is not for regular stitching, so I'm going to change with these, which I have already put tape on. You can see how I changed it. There's a lever over here which I'm pressing whenever I'm removing it. So when you put it back, put it down here and then put it down. You can hear a click sound. I'm pressing it again. It's out. I'm putting it back again. Now it's time to thread. The reason I said that keep these separately and snug, and whenever you're threading it, make sure it does not get entangled with each other. If one is loose, one is tight, you think that you're going to put both together like that and it will go nicely. But what happens that when it gets tangled, your thread will keep breaking. That's why I thread it separately and try not to pull one thread when I'm threading other one. So I will put it back on its place and thread it separately one by one. Now I'm going to stop here. I will show you down here how I'm doing that. You can see this area. There's a hook. You can just press it back and the thread goes back. Now you can thread one needle manually because this needle threader only works on one needle. But when it comes to twin needle, you need to thread it manually. One is done. Let's go on the second one. Whenever you are putting the second one, make sure that you have enough length to reach the needle. So I'm keeping it a little bit extra length of the thread, and then I'm going to start Once this is done, hold this thread so that it does not get pulled with the other one whenever you're moving it. Now it's time for the needle. This is the thread and this is one thread went inside and one will be outside. We have to keep both separately. Now I will thread the needle over here again. Now you can see two threads. I will fill the bobbin here. Now manually I will move the machine. As I said before, that make sure that needle position is in the middle before you start. So I'm putting it down here to pull the bobbin thread out. It's pulling the thread now. I will pull the lever up, then pull the thread from down here. I usually use my scissor to do that. Now carefully pull both top threads together. Now we will try it on the fabric. You always remember that this tape on is only for the stretchy material. When you stitch on the normal fabric like cotton, any other fabric, you don't need to change this. I mean to say, putting tape on. Your regular fit will work very nicely. So since I have changed this one, I will use a stretchy fabric. When I was putting the thread, I forgot to mention that my tension level over here of the thread tension is little bit more than my bobbin thread. So if the tension is loose and bobbin thread has a more tension than the top thread, then you will get a rolled type of stitch. So this is the mistake lots of people do. First of all, they use these, they think that they need to stitch with these on the twin needle, which you don't need to. And second, they don't make it either very loose or very tight. So keep it in the middle, like make sure that your tension level is matching with the bobbin thread. I have ironed this one. Before I do one time manually. Now I'm turning the machine on. You can see there is no rolled stitch and perfect one. I will pull the thread out, then I will show you. All the stitches are very good. Always make sure that your thread tension level is matching with the bobbin thread. Now I will try to stitch on the cotton fabric. And one more thing, that lots of people say that zigzag stitch to stitch on the stretchy material, but they don't need to. whenever they are making something, if they use a twin needle inside, even the stretchy material will have enough stitches, like it will not look bad, it will look perfect. And I will show you two fabrics together. Pull the thread back and now stitch. Whenever you're pulling it, to make sure that you have managed proper right pull, just do one time manually down, and then all your thread will come out without pulling. Now when I flip it, you can see the white thread here if I'm pulling it. If you're making a dress or pants, and if you don't know which thread, which needle or zigzag does not look good on the bottom of the pant, so mostly when the material is stretchy over here, and if it's a straight stitch, the thread breaks whenever you pull. But if you use the twin needle, no matter how much you pull, it will not break. It will have a pull over here, and plus thread will not break. And if you're making a dress for the seams, you can use that. When this needle touches the metal piece over here, it means that you cannot use on this one zigzag stitch, because it does not have, this is only for 5 mm, means that you need something. Lots of computerized machine come with the 7 mm thickness width over here, so they have the option to move right and left with the twin needles. But since this is 5 mm, it does not have a lot of space. Let's try moving the needle other side, but it will not. Since this one not going down, you have to make sure that you're not using any fancy stitches which is going to hit the metal piece over here. This one does not have the space to go with the fancy stitches, so you can only stitch the straight stitching with this machine, by making sure that needle position is in the middle so that it does not hit the sides. This is the twin needle on the cotton fabric, and stretchy material over here. This is lycra fabric. So whenever you have to use the twin needle and you're making a using a stretchy material, you can use it with twin needle and it will come out very good. You will not have any problem with the stitches. In lots of videos, people say to use paper on top or on the bottom, and when they get skipped stitches, but what they don't see that it's very hard and ruins the, you can see what's the difference with the plain. That problem solves the tape over here, which you can save your time and energy by doing that. Let me show you the paperwork over here. You can use it on the bottom or on the top. Lots of people have tried that. Even I tried that in the starting, but I didn't like it. It comes out nice, but when you pull the thread, it pulls your stitches too a little bit, and you have to waste lots of times cleaning the paper and pulling it out. It's hard to pull all the time when you have to stitch a lot and waste a lot of time. This will save your time. Just put the tape on over here, and this will save a lot of your time. Now I'm putting it on the bottom. Now you can see the difference. Paper over here, and without paper. This saves a lot of your time and energy. The paper is good when you're doing any kind of embroidery, to put it under there as a stabilizer. You can use the paper as a stabilizer. Lots of people do use it because it's cheap. You can find the paper anywhere. But when you're simply doing the stitches, straight ones with the stretchy fabric, this is the best option you will see. I hope I answered all the questions and confusions all you guys had, and thanks for liking my videos. Assalamu alaikum.